Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a patron twofer for HyperONE, you know him. Top side and the right side of altitude is going to be a yellow Terran player. It is CharatcR. And in the bottom left it is HyperONE. I feel like this is a map or a replay from CharatcR and HyperONE's series from a random versus random tournament that Wardy held. And, okay, so tagging the Zolnaga Watchtower, which is in the way of your base if you want to take this gold expansion. This is a weird map. It's kind of snowy, and I like it, but what the heck is going on with the Zolnaga Watchtower placement? Alright, so HyperONE is double proxy Raxying CharatcR. Ooh, SCV scouting his character as well. So he should pretty much realize what's going on in a minute or so here. And yeah, so everything is pretty much normal. Ramp leading up to your natural base. Third base, up another ramp. Third base over here. Can you destroy the Zolnaga Watchtower? I don't know what the purpose of these gold minerals are. I don't know, man. HyperONE, if you know, let me know in the comments. Check him out at his YouTube channel as well. There is a link in the comments as well. So, CharatcR says, one guess, no barracks inside the main base. Gonna throw down another barracks of mine. And, oh, a tech lab opening here for CharatcR. So, Marauder? Marauder? Yes, it's a Marauder. It's going to be ready for Reapers, that's for sure. So, Reaper on the way here from HyperONE. Another Reaper on the way. Come on, you have enough money. There you go. So, double proxy Rax Reaper. Woo! From HyperONE. I keep thinking there's something over here. But no, it's just a destructible cooling tower. Alright, man. So, Marauder. Very, very ready for Reapers. Concussive shells on the way. Another Marauder coming up. And another tech lab. Just Marauders beat Reapers very, very easily. Especially with Concussive Shell. Concussive Shell is almost done. Expanding inside the main base. Here is CharatcR feeling very, very safe and secure. Alright, man. So 2 Reapers versus a Marauder. Pow! 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 Oh, it's slowed down too. Another Marauder is up. Oh, this is so bad. Ed kills it. Yep, that's exactly how this works. You slow it and you kill it. KDA charge, good. Combat drugs here too kick it in for HyperONE. So healing up the Reapers, the Marauders don't have that benefit. Oh no, you let them in. Oh, maybe that was a trap. You let them in, bam, dead. 1, 2, and the concussive shell is so good. Oh, barely makes it out of there, dude. HyperONE's in an immense amount of trouble here. Like insane amounts of trouble. He's not even really going after. That's just death. That's death. Yo. Concussive Shell Marauder opening. This might have been the plan the whole time from CharatcR because he was getting a tech lab first. This might just be a build order loss from HyperONE. He's expanding on the low ground. He's like, well, I guess I'll build a factory. Maybe Cyclones would help here. In this situation, you're going to get a tech lab on this barracks. Maybe he's going to make his own Marauders. Army value is 10-1 though. Not great. Not fantastic if you're HyperONE. CharatcR says, let's move out. Let's go. You know what? Oh, I don't want to spoil it. I was going to give you a win as a 1-0 number here for the previous game on Silverwall between these two players, which, by the way, if you're a TvT fan, and you probably are because you clicked on this, if you're a TvT fan and you skipped or didn't see the TvT between, oh, look, you go through water there, between CharatcR and HyperONE from last month, you should really check it out. It is one of the more unorthodox, scrappiest TvTs I've ever cast. Tons of workers died on both sides. You had weird unit compositions all over the place, too. So, yeah, this is HyperONE being like, I'm building a siege tank. Poor everything here. Dead. Dude, go up the ramp and kill this factory real quick. That siege tank might cause you some problems. I don't know about killing this orbital. I really don't. On the other side, Marines being produced here from HyperONE. He's getting a starport. Okay, this is an interesting decision here from HyperONE. CharatcR, seriously, though, you're letting a tank come up, buddy. You can't kill this because it can lift. Oh, he doesn't know, though. He doesn't know what this is. He doesn't know there's a factory up here. Okay, tanks up. The Marauders are going to have a really hard time busting through this now. And yeah, like a bunch of Marines. Oh boy. Oh boy. HyperONE's caught up in army supply. He's up 20 to 15 now. He's going to pop inside this medevac that's on the way, and he's just going to lift, and he's going to land, and he's going to kill everything. Ah, character! The choices here. But StarCraft is sometimes very much about choices, isn't it? It is. Oh, the stim timing, too. Stim's almost done. Oh, there's a tank out from character, though. That's nice. Stim's almost done. It's almost done. And there it is now. So Stim's in. Gonna kill the SCVs. I don't know, not really target firing here. Oh, jumping around to kill the tank. Nice. Beautiful. Tank down. Huge, huge play there. These Marauders on the other side are like, so... Oh, did he actually land the... He landed the... What? What? Dude, in all this chaos, HyperONE's like, well, I'm safe. And then character's like, no, you're not. Oh, man. Okay, so yeah. So in the meantime, this all happens. We know this siege tank dies because obviously this siege tank dies. There's a Cyclone on the way from character. He's really trying to just stay alive here, but he's in a lot of trouble. He's got a second base. He's got a third orbital here. That's amazing. This Cyclone's getting repaired. Oh, it's so good. The repaired Cyclone. Oh, and the lockdown. Oh, the lock-on. Is this, can you not see stuff in there? Is that no visibility? Is that like smoke? What the heck? This map is crazy, man. Altitude, you're a weird map. I like you a lot, though. Just kidding, because you're snow map. So, it's 28 to 27 workers. Characters on 2 bases. HyperONE's on 1 base. Not where you want to be. He's oversaturated on his main. He's building command center inside the main base. The siege tanks are causing problems. Character's going to check to make sure there's not a 3rd base over here. Like, HyperONE's expanded somewhere else, and he hasn't. Marauders are not the best scouters in the world, though, because they're slow. And if you don't have stim for him, because, yeah, look at this. He's going Vikings to try to deal with this medevac that was hanging out back here. Did the medevac die? No. Where are you, medevac? Here for some reason. Okay. And then coming back around for another drop-a-rooney. Marines with stim, baby. Take that, 0 SCVs dying during that attack. Get 1, got 2. The Cyclone doesn't get repaired this time. SCVs are fine. The Marauders are back home, though. They hit pretty hard, and they're pretty tanky here. So, yeah, the Viking, this is a problem for your medevac, my friend. Medevac is... Oh, we picked up, but like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna try to... Nope. He tried to focus down the Viking and kill it before it killed the medevac, but nope. Not at all. Yeah, these 2 players, man, they do weird stuff. I don't know what to tell you. We're expecting weirdness here the whole time. Character lands a barracks in the way of HyperONE's natural. Because why not at this stage? Siege tanks are here to mess with it. He's probably not even going to bother lifting it off here. But, you know, if you're... Let's say if you're meching... I don't... And then just another drop. Just simply another drop here from HyperONE. Being like, la 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 la, killing SCVs. I'm down 10 workers. Doing as I please. And the siege tanks are like, nope. And the Marauders are like, nope. And the Marines are like, we killed one of your Marauders. But that was not a good trade. Okay, so HyperONE's like, well, if, you know, 8 Marines and a medevac didn't win me the game the first 2 times, maybe this time it will. Okay, killed a landed Viking. That was dumb. Why was the Viking landed? These guys are landed too. Dude, you're fine against the ground here. Lift up your Vikings and kill these medevacs. That's how you're going to win this thing. HyperONE, there you go. Going to land a second base here. Going to land his orbital on the low ground. He's got siege tanks happening. Pretty much nothing but siege tanks here from HyperONE, which might, I mean, it's got the Marines over here, I guess. So it's Marine siege tank, but the Marines and the tanks are in different locations. So I don't know. The tanks are going to join up with the Marines now, provide that synergy that they enjoy. Any upgrades for anything at this point? Stim and concussive shell. That's it. No upgrades in the production tab either here. So what the heck? Character's building command centers right now. He's just building... Like... This one's not even building. Put an SCV on it, guy. What is he doing? Why is he building 3 CCs at the same time? He's got 2 in the natural base as well. What is happening? He's building one over... Okay, is character just giving up? What the heck is going on, man? Why are you spending so many resources on orbitals? Why does it say he only has 2? Oh, I guess because he only has 2. What in the name of Fergus McDootson is this? HyperONE, did you figure out what character is trying to do here? Because I'm lost with this. I haven't the slightest idea what he's trying to do. Why he has 2 command centers under construction, 2 orbitals, and then another command center not under construction because the SCV building it died. He's got I've never seen this before. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 6 bases inside of his main in varying stages of upgrade and completion. He's gonna bring in the boys, so he's pulling the boys here to try to... nope, no, absolutely not. Not even... Okay, so character is dead. I don't know what this strategy was supposed to be, but I find it utterly befuddling that he's trying it. Whatever it is. Yeah, 33 to 17 army supply, 19 to 31 workers, but a lot of those are SCVs from character that are off the mineral line. This tank positioning is sick. Like, character gave him a little pocket to drop tanks in that getting close to is very hard for SCVs, if not impossible. Okay, well, SCV friendly hugs here are going to cause some friendly fire splash. Nope. Tank with 1 HP, still alive. 12 kills, 9 kills, 15 kills. I don't... GG. I've never been so confused at the end of a StarCraft 2 game. Even for, like, Brave New World stuff, man. What is this, HyperONE? Why did he build so many orbitals? Ah! He lost 78 SCVs today, which means he built 83 SCVs to 33 that HyperONE built today. Was he just planning some kind of crazy tank marine SCV pull the boys all in? To the point that he just built a ton of orbitals to make as many SCVs as possible. And then try to kill you. Resources lost 10,000 to 4,000 in favor of HyperONE. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, well, I'm confused. You're probably confused. Maybe read the comments so HyperONE can explain what happened here, because sometimes he likes to do that. Okay, so game 1's in the bag. I thought character was in a fine position when he blind countered the proxy Reaper stuff with Marauders. Comes down here, messes with the natural base of HyperONE. I think if he'd gone up the ramp and focus fired on the factory, he might have been able to kill it before that first tank came out, and that'd be GG. It's decisions. It's one decision of deciding to attack an orbital that can just lift anyway, that you can't kill with Marauders against a competent player, which HyperONE is. Yeah, you come up the ramp, you kill the factory, bam, you're done. These SCVs have to fight. You can kite them. You can slow them with concussive shell. It's a ton of lost mining time. HyperONE's probably dead. And yeah, please explain why there's a Zelnug watchtower in the middle of the gold base. That makes no sense at all. What a dumb map Altitude is. All right, cool. So that's game 1. We're going to move into game number 2 now, and maybe this one will make a little more sense. I don't see how it could make any less sense. Game 2 of our non-sneaky twofer is going to be here on Lazarus Waste, which is a map that HyperONE created and got selected for the top 5 of the Team Liquid map contest number 17. Bottom left is going to be character, Protoss this time, and HyperONE is also Protoss on the top right here. So I don't know if the random versus random selected Terran versus Terran, Terran versus Terran, and Protoss versus Protoss. Random is weird sometimes, man. All right, so HyperONE is up to shenanigans here. Maybe it's going to be a cannon rush. He has no idea what character is today, what race he spawned as, if it's a random versus random game, which I feel like it is. Alrighty then, what do we got? On the other side, gateway coming in. HyperONE just comes right in the front door. Doesn't try to hide this probe at all. Just checking to see, I think, what race he was. And getting a gateway of his own at the top of his own ramp. So, okay, no cannon rushing here. that early probe scout was really just to see what he's dealing with, which, as a Protoss player, if you're playing against someone who's random, knowing how to wall off and where to wall off is really important depending on what your opponent's race is. Something that Alchemy has talked to me a lot of times about in my Discord server, which you can check out. There's a link to the invite in the description here. I'm there all the time. Like, honestly, if you want to talk to Falcon, the best way is the Discord server. I'm not kidding. I'm on that thing pretty much all day. I've got a desk job, so I can kind of keep one eye on that consistently. Anyway, 2 gates, Cybernetics Core, pretty standard PvP opening. Although 1 gate Cyber Core into Gateway, yeah, character's a little bit faster on this if he's trying to do the same thing. Anyway, HyperONE's not expanding either. Double gas, yep, double gas, yeah. Look, I mean, character might just be the more experienced PvP player here. I think that is entirely possible. Because, yeah, he's got this, right? He's got the 2 gates and the Cyber Core. That's how you open PvP. And it's just 1 gate and a Cyber Core. So, like, the concern here for HyperONE is that 2 Stalkers show up. He's got 1 Stalker, and he dies. That is something that happens in PvP. Yeah, see, 2 Stalkers on the way from character. HyperONE, I keep thinking he's going to proxy or something, but that's not happening at all. What player's going for Warp Gate, and HyperONE decides to go right into Stargate. He did proxy a Stargate. Okay. I'm an idiot. He's down here. This map, whatever. It's hard to see purple. It's purple versus yellow. Where's my red versus blue? Why is purple versus yellow such a thing? Blah. Anyway, yeah, this map was created by HyperONE. One of the interesting features of it is that if you go on a 5th base, you got to kill rocks to get a 5th base on this map, right? You go 1, 2, 3 probably, or 4, vice versa, whatever. And then, this your 5th base? Is this your 5th base? Is this your 5th base? Either way, let's kill them rocks to get to it. Kind of annoying for Zerg, honestly. Protoss and Terran shouldn't have an issue with it. Zerg, to the point where they're getting a 5th base, should have, like, roaches or lurkers or hiders or something, right? To kill it pretty quickly. But if you keep pressure on the Zerg player, then maybe they can't spare the units to easily knock down the rocks quickly and expand. It might delay their 5th base. So Zerg players might not be super happy about that. Either way, 2nd gate now coming in from HyperONE. This, I mean, Oracle, right? Yeah, Oracle, proxy Oracle, baby. Waiting for a 2nd one. Just kidding. We're going in now. Sneak, sneak, sneak around the outside. I love this. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful oranges back here with the blues corresponding. So, okay, do you want to activate... You're just... Oh, okay, you're going to stasis all of these. Whoa! That's a better use of energy than Pulsar Beam for sure there, because the shield battery is going to negate a lot of that damage. You stasis the mineral line, and then character's income goes... Pew! Wish we had an income tab. We don't. But that's okay. I think we'll live. And then character says, oh, well, that's sneaky. Well, let me just go kill you then. That's one of Day 9's favorite aphorisms when he used to talk about StarCraft was, is your opponent doing something weird? Just go kill him, is what he would say. And that's what this is. So yeah, bop. Dead Stalker. Shield battery overcharge says... Dead Stalker. Dead Stalker. Okay. And that's a Dead Stalker too. Takes a couple more volleys, but you'll get there. Probes fighting against these SCVs. Shield battery overcharge is kind of healing here. A little bit, but Stalkers are... probes, rather, are dying. I guess Stalkers are dying, too. The shield batteries are really making a difference here. Shield battery overcharge is over, but regular shield batteries putting in some work, baby. Dude, kill the probes. Oh, sakes. Dude, character's not having a good day. Oracles, meanwhile, yep, just casually murdering all of the probes of character while we were looking at all the Stalkers on the other side, and... It is suddenly 28-5 probes, and character... Did character break a keyboard after these 2 games? Was the Terran game played after this game, HyperONE? Because if it was, I could understand what happened. This character just getting his patootie kicked here. Hold on. Hold on. Shield battery overcharge cooldown is far away. Okay, this is sort of interesting, except for the fact that character has no workers at all. But just depowering both of these warp gates is interesting. Okay, HyperONE's running his probes out. It's 28-1 worker. This income is really important stuff, and then more oracles cruising in. Yeah, I mean, character can't build anything right now. HyperONE has the money to build things, but really only a Stargate available for building things. So it's kind of a base race at the moment. Although these stalkers are not killing buildings, they're this way. They were chasing probes down. I like how they're letting this one probe work. They're like, you know what? You go ahead and mine gas as much as you want, little one. We'll allow it. Yeah, so it's a very, very stupidly weird base race. Oh, repowered that warp gate for just a second. That's fun. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. HyperONE, did he get some probes out? He did. He's building a pylon over here for additional gateways, I assume. Maybe a replacement. He doesn't need a cyber core because he's got one here. Maybe you'd make one anyway. So we make sure that character is dead on the other side of the map, and then I don't know, man. Stalker's good anti-air against oracles and void rays both, actually. Prismatic alignment kicking on would help here a lot. HyperONE kick on. Oh, see, that's the thing. Ah! That's enough stalkers to two-shot you, man. Not good. Not... Oh, good. Sniped off one of the stalkers. That's good, I guess. One stalker for one void ray. Cost-wise, not ideal. HyperONE, gateways, something here. You gotta build something here. He's building some shield batteries back here to protect his probes against future attacks. Hallucinated void ray is up for character. Loving that. And then HyperONE's just like, well, I guess we're gonna base race here. I don't really want to engage with all those stalkers, so... Okay. Oh, man. The character's building more probes. You thought he was dead, but he wasn't. Okay, now he is. He's down to 0 workers and 18 minerals, and, that's it. He can't rebuild from this at all. If he can't win with these stalkers, he can't win the ball game. Yeah, these shield batteries are going to be a big deal. Where did HyperONE probes all go, and why were they down there? What the heck? Okay, misclicked maybe. Sure, but 2 void rays from HyperONE going to go ahead and burn down everything. And that's your ball game. Huh. HyperONE, he sends me the weird ones. He's good at it, too. So character stalkers are like, rawr. And then more stalkers came home, and they're like, rawr. And then a void ray is going to die because it's just rallying over. Oh, gosh. Okay, that hurts. That really hurts. Could have turned around and fought him with your 3 void rays. HyperONE's building on character's 3rd base. That's where his new nexus is. That's cool, I guess. Oh, but the probes actually fought and killed the sentry, and now they're killing the stalker, which has 5 kills, but now he dead. Here you go back. Pull. Oh, he puts everybody on gas for reasons unknown. Sure. Sure, why not? I mean, HyperONE just muddying up this game as much as he can. Oh, now he uses prismatic alignment on these rocks. Sure, okay, I support this. I'm saying sure a lot in this game because it's a very sure kind of a game. Yeah, it's 16-0 workers here in game numero dos. An oracle goes down. Pretty good stalker kiting here from character, but this is all he... Oh, kills another oracle. But a stalker dies. Get void rays, chase it. If they prismatic alignment, they slow down. So it actually... Oh, but they can cut over. They can cut over and make a little ground up here, and maybe they can get the beam. Nope. Okay, he says, fine. We're going to go back. We're going to go back and kill your buildings then. Good luck with your 1 stalker, man. Okay, 2 stalkers. You're 2 stalkers, man. And GG character taps right out, and HyperONE is your winner. So today, it's a HyperONE 2-0. I just don't know what to tell you. 2 of the weirdest games I've seen in a while. That's HyperONE. He'll mess your games up. He'll muck them up. Do weird stuff. You end up doing weird stuff. I mean, I guess character making stalkers isn't weird at all. He did what he was supposed to do in a PvP. And again, stalkers are great against void rays and oracles. It's just this proxy was a problem. That attack where he attacked into a shield battery overcharge, he probably should have just pulled back. When the overcharge kicked, just pull back and wait a minute. Then go back in and kill everything. You could one-shot the stalkers then, even if shield batteries were healing. You would be fine. So again, character, a couple decisions that turned into HyperONE wins. with his Void Rays and his 18-kill Oracle. Yep, that's the way to win. 27 probes died for HyperONE, 29 died for character, but 20 probes remained for HyperONE at the end of the game. Resources lost pretty close. 4,400 for character, 4,500 for HyperONE. So more loss for HyperONE, but he had more income for longer. Was able to build more stuff and make up for that. So super weird. Like super weird PvP. Incredibly fun. The TvT was nuts too, just more in a confusing way. This one kind of made sense. It made a lot more sense, as I hoped it would. So that's a GG, and that's going to be it from me. So this is Ben, Falcon Paladin, coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void, and some weird Patreon stuff from HyperONE. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. The path of ascension.